Today's Tuesday, February 19th, maybe 20th. This is the property on Woolley Ave in Union. We're basically going to talk for our scope of work. Give me 1 second here. For the outside of Spokane, Maryland, we're going to actually leave these two pine little Christmas tree looking things here. We can trim down this bush over here and we'll just get rid of this one. It's too big, overgrown. It takes too much space up here. The outside of the house, we're going to put a new garage door in there. We got to add railings on here to the side of the stairs. We have a piece of missing aluminum flashing up here, so we'll have to do the new capping on that, and then we'll have to repaint it to match. We'll end up getting new mulch, something around here. The house is all kind of red themed, so we'll probably do the red mulch. Assuming that this tree is out by the town, we'll start in here. We'll have to redo the concrete that gets messed up from over there. We're going to sand down these railings and we'll end up repainting these. We're going to have to fix up the trim around the door from the storm door. And what we'll do is we'll have to get a new handle here, and then we'll kind of clean this all up and we'll repaint this. We'll repaint the jamb and we'll paint the door whatever color we want to do. The floors we're going to keep as is. We're going to stain them, refinish them. When we sand them, we're just going to have to take the shoe molding off first to do this, and we'll have to put new ones back in. We have a lot of peel and paint all throughout, so all this stuff is going to have to get addressed. Taking off the wallpaper. We're going to get rid of these little valances. The windows are going to be all replaced, so there'll be new vinyl windows. We're going to have to re-secure the ceiling because we have some cracks up in here. In the dining room or the living room here, we'll do 6 recessed lights. The register covers, we'll replace them and get new ones for all the other ones as well. All the outlets are going to have to be changed to grounded outlets. All the switches are going to be changed. New light fixture. For this closet here, even though the door we spoke with Marilyn, we're going to make all the doors same throughout. So we're going to do the 2-panel Roman arch doors. I'm going to explain the layout for the kitchen, but what's going to happen is we're going to open up this wall. We're not going to open it all the way to the end and have all the stairs exposed. If you see the drawing here, we're going to come part way up, and then we're going to do a smaller railing. So you kind of get an idea of how far this will come. The wall will be somewhere around here. So you have maybe like 6 spindles and a little bit of a railing. So you'll still see the kitchen, not 100%. We'll move to the first this way. This is our chimney, which we got to leave. What we're going to do is we're going to take away this linen closet. We'll sheetrock it. And we're going to put the door to the bathroom right here. So therefore we get this bathroom to come a little bit bigger. The reason being is by code, we got to have 30 inches for the toilet. That means that we can only have an 18-inch vanity here. This is the exact reason why, because like right now you can't even flush the toilet. We'll have to remove the toilet from here. We're going to push the toilet into that wall a little bit more, and that's going to allow us to get about a 30-inch vanity in here, maybe a 36. I'm not sure right now. We'll change the window, but this glass here is going to have to be tempered glass. We're going to keep the window here because then we have to change all the siding on the outside. We are going to be doing some siding work on the side, so we'll leave this up to Rincon if they want to get rid of this or not. But we'll do all the other normal stuff, exhaust fan, all that fun stuff there. So we're going to leave all the trim everywhere here. We'll sand these floors, stain them. This door will get changed. This door will get changed. We're going to do new light fixtures, clean up the walls, outlets, covers, all that fun stuff. The ceiling fan, we don't have to put a ceiling fan back there. We're just going to do a light fixture. We have central air in here. There's no need for that. Nothing really else to go over there. When we have the stairs, this ceiling part is going to come flat. This part we'll get rid of, and it's just going to go straight and then angle up, so this will be a little more open and exposed. We are still going to have the header here, and we're going to have it on the other side of the kitchen. As we walk into the kitchen, this part here, this part of the wall has to stay here. And this is going to be where the column is, or the post. And we're going to have the railings go up. But at least we're still going to be able to walk into this direction. This cabinet here will be eliminated. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to put the sink over here in front of the window. We're going to put the dishwasher over here. The cabinets over in this section are going to be small. It's only going to go to where the stove is. The reason being is we're going to knock this wall down, but we're also going to knock this wall, which is an exterior wall. We're going to knock all this stuff down here. We're going to open that up. There's a sunroom on this other side over here, which we're going to incorporate, because over the sunroom and the combination of this area here will become our dining room. We'll still have the fridge where it is right here with a cabinet on the side. This wall will come down as well. And we're going to put the stove right here with 2 cabinets flanked on each side. So when we have the cabinets, so let's say that is the cabinet, a little bit of countertop, about 12 inches. That's where the railings of the wall is going to continue straight up, so we have our top cabinets. But then all this will be the spindles and the railings, so it's only going to be about 4 feet. But if you can see where this 4 feet is to the other side, you'll be able to see right from the front door into the kitchen. So this is the wall that we're going to take out. It is a load-bearing wall. For this one, we will need architectural drawings. So what we'll do is we'll knock the wall down. We'll do any of the framing that we have to do up there. We're going to have to raise this floor up because there's a step down right now. So we'll level this floor out. We're going to get rid of all these windows, and we're going to do a triple window here. We're going to just have them all fused together so it'll kind of look like one big window all connected. So at least when you have all the light from the dining room, it'll come in. Because right now, it gets blocked off by the wall, so it does seem a little darker in here. But this will lighten things up a lot. Then what's going to happen over here, since we're going to have to raise the floor, the little stairs that we have here are going to be no good anyway. So what we'll do is we're going to reframe this side out here, and we'll add either in like a sliding door or maybe a French door, and we'll put some wood stairs to go downstairs onto this patio area. When we do that, when we do all the framing there, we're going to have to redo all the siding on this section of the house, which is fine because you'll see that there's a partition right there. And clearly, because there's the angle on the wall here, this won't be a big deal. Whatever siding we put here, we're just going to have to paint to color match so it looks closer there so people don't know that, you know, it was ever really an addition. The ceiling, since it's going to be on the lower side, we are going to ride the ceiling to get to the height of the kitchen, because the height of the kitchen is right about here. So even though the ceiling is flat, we're going to have that little bit vaulted and cathedraled. When we do the windows, like we don't have a window here, all the windows, the base ones will be done. We'll do a new air conditioner. This fence here is in bad condition. What Marilyn was suggesting, which is actually a good idea, is take out all this fence in here. Behind this wood fence is a metal chain link fence as well. So we're going to get rid of this wood fence, we'll get rid of the chain link fence behind it, and we're going to have the neighbor's white stockade fence, which looks nice, exposed. We already have that fence sitting on this side of the house anyway, so there's not going to be a problem. Then what she wants to do is in the back is to take out these fence sections, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 7 or 8 maybe back there. But we'll put the white stockade fence back here. We just have to redo some of the posts, like specifically this one, that one, and I think the other one here, because they're all fallen. So we'll have the neighbor's white stockade fence. This will be new white stockade fence, but we're going to leave that fence because that's the other neighbor's house. Because that little shed is just rusted and kind of falling apart. We're just going to get rid of that. The gutters of the house will just be power washed. There's really not much more to do out here. We'll probably, when we do the stairs, it might be a good idea maybe to enclose this so that you don't have any of the cold draft air going to the bottom, because we're going to have to insulate this anyway. For the sunroom, you can already see that that's the angle, so that's the angle that we're going to keep riding all the way up as high as we can possibly go to meet the height of this kitchen. So again, we'll do sink, dishwasher, cabinet, stove, cabinet, fridge, cabinet above it, countertop over here. Yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll have a cabinet up here for the top. We'll have our top cabinets over here, and it'll just stop. It'll basically just stop right here where this cabinet is. The reason why I would do that is like this is very tight. This is maybe only 22 inches. So you really want to have at least 40 inches of span. So this will be the corner of our cabinet. Now let's go upstairs. So upstairs we got to figure out what we're just going to do with the stairs because they're all painted. Maybe we can try to sand them down when we refinish the floors. So when we're at the top of the stairs, this will be opened a little bit higher. What we want to do is take these columns here. We want to get rid of them. And we're going to go out to 4 feet and then we're going to build a wall right here. What that'll do is it'll just make this space bigger and more usable. They don't need the extra storage. But this will end up being maybe about 6 feet wide. So they could maybe put like a desk or whatever they want to do over here. It gives them some more space. We're not really doing anything with the bedroom except changing the doors, light fixture, you know, clearly the window. Same as all the other rooms though, we'll be sanding the floors. The bathroom is going to be completely changed around. Right now we just have the toilet and the sink. But from this perspective, so when you see the bathroom over here, what we're going to do in this room is essentially almost where you see this, you know, the difference in the floor here. We're going to steal about 2 feet, or I think it's actually 3 feet. We're going to steal 3 feet so that we can put a tub in here. So then when this wall goes away, it's got a tub, you got a sink, you got a toilet. We'll figure out the configuration. When we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to build the wall, continue this wall here, and the door to the bedroom is going to swing out this way. So when it swings out this way, this door here is going to go against the wall for the bathroom. This wall right here with this door, this is all going to come out. So that this room and this room are now conjoined. We're going to remove this wall right here so that this room actually goes about, you know, another 2 feet deeper. So when we open up all this, this becomes the master bedroom upstairs. And then what we'll do is this line right here, we'll continue this over. And this will be their closet rod, and they'll have their closet in this section over here. And we can probably just fix that little section and actually keep that as is. Yeah, so then what will happen is you'll have a master bedroom, we'll have a full bathroom up here. The door to the bathroom will be right here, because this is the chimney. You'll have a linen closet, and then you have your bedroom over here. The roof seems to have been in good condition. It's the architectural shingles. They have the gutter guards on already. The railing down here we're just going to have to redo. We'll probably just keep it on one side, which will be this side. There's no need to have the second one. There's not much we can really do with the closeness of the door. We thought if we can maybe open this up and incorporate that little entrance section into the house. It doesn't work, so it's just going to stay this way. So the basement, we are proposing that we do finish the whole thing. We want to hide as much as we can because all that tape there is asbestos. It's on every joint. So wherever they have all this stuff here, we want to make sure that we can get rid of that. So when you come down the stairs on the left-hand side, we have the framing that was here for the original part of the finished basement. It's not good enough to code. You'll see this is only about 2 inches. Number one, I mean, it should be off the wall, but we're going to have to add some extra framing on each one of these beams to pull it out so that we can properly insulate those bays. So even though you see the framing on here, we got to basically do the framing on top. If we're at that point, there's a couple considerations that you guys really got to think about. If we have to add more framing down here, we may as well just take this out, do the new framing, because you guys might want to consider at this point doing the French drain. The reason I bring that up is because we have this pit right here, which if you see is in the middle of this, not in the middle, but it's towards the end of this finished basement area. What I would do is I would cut this sewer stack line, cut it here, take this clean out, and add it over here. So we just have to bust open all this concrete, but then it will allow us to kind of cover this up, and then we have, you know, a full uninhibited basement. This wall here we would continue straight across and add a door over here, so that you have basically this unfinished kind of utility area, but you won't notice it in the when you walk down. The reason why we want to consider the French drain is you know that we clearly have water issues over here. Okay, you'll see that we have the water that has been tracked over here at some point. The water has come from over here and it has come into this drain. We also have water on the other side there. This room over here we would leave not as is. We got to redo the sheetrock because of the water damage. You'll see it down here. But again, you can see all the stains from all the water that at some point they had. If we try to finish this basement and we don't do a French drain, April showers, we're going to have some problems. I can see where the water has come from these bricks here. So if we did a French drain, we will definitely be, avoiding any drama and issues that we're going to have later down the road. But either which way, we're going to clean this up. We could frame in here as well. And then we have an office down here, the big living room area. We're going to have to redo some of the ductwork anyway. But you see, like, this ductwork doesn't even have any connection to it. This pipe has been gone. When we add the sunroom area over to the dining room, we're going to have to get some heat over there. But some of this pipe work, because it's very thin, it might be a little bit inefficient. We also have this pipe work over here, which goes from a 4-inch to a 3-inch. But all this would have to come out because that's the asbestos. It's going to be hard to kind of cover this because your ceiling will be way too low. I know that we have tub issues. We have plumbing issues. They added this pipe here and this nipple right here. That's because this pipe, just assume right now that it's deteriorated and clogged because it's on the horizontals galvanized. You guys probably know what that does, but you'll see this pipe right there. You can see all the leaks that we've had there. So when we do water tests, we're going to have issues. So plan that we're going to be having a stack, and we're already rodding and pitting, and this is going to be an issue for inspections. But remember, if we're going to move the toilet, we got to redo this anyway. The hot water heater is old. It's just going to get a new one. We're going to do the furnace in the same location, but we'll change all the old shutoff valves. Make sure we have everything is new. That was just your son. At some point there was oil here. All this will be painted down here. But at some point, I think maybe like where these pipes are right here, we'll do the vinyl plank on this side over here. Because when you're walking down, we don't want somebody to have to go through the laundry and not have, a floor to walk on. If we're doing all the other finished sheetrock on this side over here, and we leave this pipe work as this with the asbestos on it, and we don't redo all the duct work, then what I would do is I would suggest that we sheetrock all this stuff here and we give them a finished laundry room, because with all the framing that would have to go on, it's not much more framing just to have to do this section over here, insulate it, and sheetrock it. We also avoid any issues like if a home inspector is saying, hey, it looks like there was termites here at some point. If they don't see it, it's not a problem. But I don't see anything that's going to be an issue. Nothing to really be concerned about. With that being said, what I would do on this side where the stairs are, we'll put some risers on the back here so it's not open. But when we finish this, I would not put the wall right here, so as you're coming down the basement, you can see this side being open. This side over here, I would build a wall. Because what we're going to do is when you come down the stairs, instead of this being close, we're going to get rid of this heater because we'll get heat from the new furnace. We're going to sheetrock right against this chimney, and then we're going to go on an angle to that lolly column. So as you're coming down the stairs, it gives you a nice free flow opening. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here. We're going to frame for the door to the utility room. So as you walk down the stairs, you come this way, there'll be a door, You know, maybe it'll probably actually swing this way. So you swing this way, you have access to your washer, dryer, utility sink. But that'll give everything a really nice finished look down here. Like I said, all the GFIs, you got to redo all this stuff. A lot of the wiring is going to have to get redone. And on our panel, I mean, we have a 100 amp panel. There's only one open spot available, and we're going to be undersized for what we're going to have to need for this house, because we're going to have to upgrade the electric for kitchens, for bathrooms, and possibly that air conditioner, because I don't think we might be able to tap off the same line. Therefore, we need more space. We're going to end up having to do an upgrade to this electric panel. Bedrooms are going to have battery operated smoke alarms. And I think that's it. So you'll be able to see again into the kitchen, something just like this. So you'll get all that space. You actually might be able to see into the dining room from this perspective. Because remember, right past that window is where the wall's going to stop. So if this is where the wall stops and this is where the railing stops, you're actually going to be able to see probably into your backyard a little bit. All right, that's the plan.